Yo, what's up, guys? Dynamic Trades again for another daily recap. So, today was a successful day. We profited $221.20 today. I made, let me see here, I made 167 and 70 cents on AKRO. It did have news. It did have catalyst today in the morning, and then I also made the rest of it on CMRA. I traded this early in the week and I had a loss on it, so I made back for that today. So I'm gonna be going over my daily recap today. So let's see here. So this is the 5 minute chart. We'll look at this 1 minute chart right here. So yeah, I was very patient with the stock and really just decided to go with it. And it was higher price, so that's why I was kind of a little iffy about it. But I decided to go ahead and take the risk, and risk management. I'm trying to stay safe, as safe as I can. And it was higher. I was just scalping it mostly, and just sticking to my strategy. I think that's the best way to go about it, is just sticking to your strategy, and you have your own rules that you set for yourself, and just continue doing them. And at times it's hard, but it's not the end of the world. I'm still a beginner, so I'm still learning myself, and but yeah. So right here, so it popped up earlier. It was kind of a little volatile right here. There was a lot of red candles, and so I was watching it. It did come up on my stock scanner. By the way, I do use this really cool company called Mometic. They have it's a gap scanner, and yeah, I'm not partnered or anything with them, so I just generally like it. I found them out, and so yeah, they have different plans. But yeah, it pops up. You could set it to unusual volume, your criteria that you're looking for to trade with. So it'll pop up no random stocks. Like if you want stocks that are I do $1 to $15, because that's the stocks I trade with. But this morning I did raise it up. That's why this one popped up on my scanner, AKRO. But usually I trade at $15, but nothing was really worth trading in the morning, so I ended up putting it up to $30. So that's why AKRO was on my scanner. And I keep my float at 100 million, just because that's just what I'm practicing, my strategy. And then price 1% and above, and then unusual volume is relative volume, 1.5 and up. I usually don't try to trade anything under 1.5, but sometimes if there's a clear setup, I'll trade it. But yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and check them out, they'll be in my description. I also have another video explaining like everything inside their platform and stuff like that. So we'll get back to the recap. But yeah, so earlier in the day it was kind of bouncing around, and there was a lot of it was very volatile today. But I seen this 1 minute candle to make a new high right here. I seen this double bottom right here. So I was watching it, and I think my first trade, it was in this general area right here, that I traded. I was just scalping it. I could only afford 90 shares, so but I did get a nice move on my first one. So I entered at, it says my first trade was at 22.80. So no, it was 22.88. Where's that at? This is $25. Hold on. Was it pre-market? I can't remember. Sorry guys. It's where was it at? Oh, it was this one. Sorry. That's where my lines are too. Right here. Sorry, I couldn't remember exactly, but I traded pre-market. So it was right here. So I seen this this kind of double bottom right here. I mean, this one's a little shy of it, but it's pretty much a double bottom. And then I caught, this was resistance right here, hit it previously earlier. So I always set up my lines just where you know, if it passes a certain point, it could be a potential breakout like it did here. That's just my preference of it. You know, you could have all different indicators. I just use the 9, the 20, and the 200 EMA, and the volume weight average price, and then volume. That's all I use. But you know, there's videos out there that explain more into detail, and you know, just find your strategy. But yeah, so my first trade, I ended up buying at. So I seen this big downtrend right here, and then it started accumulating some volume, and it was holding this VWAP support right here, and also it was trading a little under for a second, over under the 9, but as soon as it popped up over, if we seen a potential break of the 9 and the 20, potential breakout. So that's just my strategy. So the first trade I took was at 2280. So my first trade was 2280. I think it was the break of this candle. Yeah. So I bought this 1 minute candle to make a new high right here. It just as it approached, and then I ended up selling at 23.25, so way up here. I buy and sell on the ask. That's just my strategy. I never really buy on the bid. I have my active trade set up over here, so I pretty much just set my order settings. If you guys want to take a look, hold on. Oh, whatever. But yeah, I have an active trade button, so I preset them up, so I just buy however many shares at the ask or the bid. The only reason why I have bid on here is because just in case of a flush, I like to bail myself out at the bid. I'm obviously not going to get the ask if it's falling fast. So, but yeah, I usually just use these active trade buttons basically as my hotkeys. So I always try to buy on the ask and sell on the ask. That's just my way of trading. It's the way I learned. But yeah, so I got that for 23.25. So just as it passed right here, so that was a pretty good profit right there. It was only 90 shares. That's all I could afford. But you know, at the end of the day, profit's profit. And then I was just scalping this. So I bought again at 23.44. So 23.44. So I waited for this because it was pulling back right here. This is the first pullback. The first pullback after a breakout. So I usually trade the first and the second. So 23.44. So again, I bought on the ask right here, just as it approaches the 1 minute candle, make a new high right here. And then I ended up selling at 23.64. So about here, right here. So just this little candle, because it was kind of going wild here, so I just wanted to take my profits. And yeah, I just kept scalping this all the way up, and then I seen this consolidation right here, and it kind of did see how it's a little extended over the 9 EMA line. So I seen this consolidation, and then I ended up buying again right here, just as it got close to the 9 EMA again. See how it's overextended, and then it kind of got close to the 9 EMA. So I ended up trading here, and then I seen this big red candle. It was going wild right here a little bit, and then yeah, I think I ended up taking profit up here, and then I traded it again a couple spots up here, just these little breakouts right here, because what I was doing, it was I had my line set already, so if it passed that line, I was gonna buy in if you know, it was a quality setup for me. So I seen this big green candle, so I ended up buying just as it broke this line right here, and then I ended up taking my profit. And then I don't think I traded up here. I got another break right here over this line. It broke over this line, so I ended up buying on the ask. And then I think I got out like right before. I was just trying to scalp it, just to get a few cents in. And so yeah, I mean, overall it was a good day. And then I also got CMRA at open too. I try to watch for open, either green to red trades on open, or sometimes just breakouts on at open. But watch, where's that at? Let's see here. No, that's not open. It's pre-market. So yeah, I didn't trade it right at open. It was a few seconds later, but let me see exactly what time what I bought it at. So I went a little I went a little light. I could have afforded more with the account size. I only traded with $1,200. I have what 2,300 available. It was kind of risky for me, so I just wanted to keep my risk factor and stick to my strategy and stick to my risk management, because to me that's more important than trying to get the maximum out of every trade, especially being so new. But I ended up buying at 259 here. So I didn't trade this, so I seen it pop up, and then you had this big red volume or big red candle, and then again it flushed out, and then CPI news came out today and came in hot. So I don't know if the market was just reacting to it or what, but yeah, so I seen this, and then I seen it started getting some strength, and then I ended up buying at just 500 shares at as it broke this line at 256. So just see this double top right here. I bought it just as it broke that, so 256, and then I ended up selling up here at 270. So I got this little nice move up right there. So yeah, so tomorrow I'll be back for another video, another daily recap. But yeah, today was a successful day. So thank you guys for watching.